As a kid, Chandra Oppenheim was surrounded by curators and artists like her father, Dennis Oppenheim, and she staged her performance art at prominent downtown venues like The Kitchen and Franklin Furnace. But for most creative young people, finding a place aside from the internet where they can share their art with like-minded peers is more challenging. That's why for the 6th year in a row, BRIC is carving out space for high school media makers. It's a film festival by youth for youth. It's called Concrete Stories. And we're joined today by 2 of our BRIC Youth Media Fellows, Taylor Grant, a senior at Lower Manhattan Arts Academy.
Hi.
Welcome to Woman 2BK. And Steeve Hedouville, who's in his senior year at Abraham Lincoln High. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So, Taylor, can you tell me a little bit about Concrete Stories? What is it?
So basically we're inviting young artists, young filmmakers who are 21 and under, and they get to submit their films and they get to have them be played at this festival. And we encourage everybody to come on down and, see the festival. It's for everybody and the admissions are free. So it's really great.
That's great. And Steeve, what's your role in the festival?
Well, it's not only me, it's a team. So we're in the curatorial department and we kind of put the whole thing together as far as the promotion, outreach and whatnot. But it's a team, so yeah.
And how many curators are there?
Around 5 or 6.
And did you all know each other, or you all come from different schools, or?
Yeah, we come from different schools, so yeah, we don't go to the same school.
Okay, so how did you become curators of Concrete Stories?
Personally, my school does internships when you're a senior, and one of the person that was telling me about this place was oh, I think this would work out really well for you because you want to go to school for film, and I also want to do playwriting. I think that's something that I've always been interested in doing. And I love the environment here. I think it's a very special place, and I feel very safe around here, and I love being a part of it, and I love being surrounded by people who are interested in the same thing as me. It's very lovely.
And Steeve, what type of films are you going to be looking for from people?
Just different films, different genres. We don't really have one kind of film because different films have different stories and everybody's stories is very compelling and very different. So that way, bring them all. We have criteria. For example, you have to live in New York. You have to be a high school student, and you have to be under 21 years old. So. Yeah, those are the criteria.
And so is it just, well, I guess my question is, are there other types of formats other than film? Are you also accepting, virtual reality or augmented reality, or is it just basically straight up film?
It's basically straight up film. You can have any type of genre. It could be narrative, experimental. It could be really anything. The length has to be, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
10 minutes long? Yeah. But yeah, it's more solely based around film.
Okay. And have you guys had films play at the festival before, or is this your first time engaging with the festival at all?
This is my first time.
It's my first time too.
Okay. Do you also want to be a filmmaker, Steeve?
Yeah. I'll do photography and poems. So, but films is a way to express and just kind of share your stories. And I've always loved storytelling. I think that everybody has a story to tell, and that's one thing I'm interested in and I'm passionate about.
What are some of your favorite films or filmmakers?
Ooh, that's a good one. What about you?
I like Les von Trier. His films are very complex, and it takes a lot of time. You have to really analyze it, and you have to really get into it. But I think my favorite film would have to be Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. The first time I watched it, I was like, what's going on? It took me a few times to actually understand the gist of what's going on because it's very confusing in the beginning, but if you analyze and if you start to, the more you watch it, I think the more you understand. But it's very good, and if you haven't seen it, you should watch it.
That's a fact. Go watch that. It's a good one too. It's a good one.
So there's been such a democratization of media since I was in high school. Now if you're a student filmmaker, you can upload your videos to YouTube or Instagram or whatever, right? So why is it important to have a film festival like Concrete Stories?
I think that it's just an outlet for creators to express and share your stories. Storytelling is important. Like, everybody has a story. Everybody's different. So therefore, come share your stories with us. You could win prizes. So why not, be different? Why not tell your stories? Because everybody's different. Everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has their own lives. So, but I think that storytelling is just a way to express. We as teenagers, we don't really have a lot of outlets to express, and I think that the Concrete Story is just an outlet for teenagers to express and be yourself.
What do you think, Taylor? Like, why is it important to have a physical film festival where people are going to be gathering in a room together?
I think it would give a person a chance to express who they are and what they created, and that's a really big accomplishment. And I think people should be proud of like what they're showing and feel free to express it and not be afraid, because everything that we do, what we do and what we love, that's a passion for us, and we should always be able to do it. We should just be able to do it.
So maybe I'll close out with, we have a thing where we have a couple producers on the show who are older than me and some of the other producers, and we like get to teach them about internet slang. But you guys are younger than me, so you definitely know slang that I don't know. Can you guys each teach me something that the kids are saying these days? Each one teach one.
Good.
Like, I don't know if you're saying something that's very true. Some people will be like, yeah, that's facts, or
That's facts.
Yep.
I think you actually said that earlier in this interview.
Yeah,
that's facts.
Facts is like one of the.
It's so used.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say that's a fact. I'm going to say that's facts.
No, let's say somebody said, hey, the basketball game, it was lit. Lit is another one too, but it was a good game. You could be like, that's facts.
That's facts.
Or if people are being crazy, be like, oh, you're wildin', or like, you blow mine.
You're blowing mine, but lit.
You blow a mind.
Yes. It's
Okay.
Like, you're going crazy. You're outrageous.
Great.
But lit is another one we use a lot. Lit is like, or
Okay,
flame.
I knew that one, so I feel good about that.
Lit.
Yeah.
It's lit.
It's lit. Lit is like, where it's like just super turned up and super like really good, you could say.
Super turned up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And flame. People say a flame too.
Inflamed?
Yeah, flame. This is so flame.
Oh, I think you said inflamed.
Flame or like.
Like if you have pink eye, like it's inflamed, like not like that.
No, it's like
Okay.
it's flame. Like that's fire.
Yeah, that's fire.
That's fire.
Let's
That's
say you
what
have a
people
crazy
say.
outfits, like you're wearing some undercovers or like some Rick Owens or Raf Simons. You're like, oh, that's fire. That's lit.
Are teens at
fun.
your high school wearing Raf Simons?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
I'm in the wrong job, clearly. Thank you guys so much for joining me, Steve and Taylor.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us.